Chelsea fans, hold on to your seats. A $135 million triple transfer bombshell is shaking Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are racing against time to land 3 massive signings before the FIFA Club World Cup. Mike Maignan, Hugo Ekitike, and Jamie Gittens are the names on everyone's lips. And that's not all. There's a new centre-back hunt and a potential exit for a fan favorite. This is Chelsea News TV, your home for all things Blues. Today, we're diving deep into these blockbuster deals, what they mean for Enzo Maresca's squad, and how they could shape Chelsea's global ambitions. Stay locked in for the full story. This is huge. Let's kick things off with the headline-grabbing triple deal. Chelsea are pushing hard to sign AC Milan's star goalkeeper, Mike Maignan, Eintracht Frankfurt's lethal striker, Hugo Ekitike, and Borussia Dortmund's dazzling winger, Jamie Gittens. The total price tag? A staggering $135 million. Why the rush? The Club World Cup is looming, and Maresca wants his squad locked and loaded to compete with the world's elite. This isn't just about new faces. It's about making a statement. Chelsea mean business. First up, Mike Maignan. The 29-year-old French international is one of Europe's top goalkeepers, commanding, decisive, brilliant at playing out from the back. He's the complete package. Chelsea see him as the man to challenge Robert Sanchez for the #1 spot. With Maignan's contract at AC Milan entering its final year, the Blues have pounced. Sources say a deal could be done for as little as $15 million, a steal for a player of his caliber. But it's not a done deal yet. Milan are fighting tooth and nail to keep their captain, with new manager Massimiliano Allegri set to meet Maignan today. Will he stay in Italy? Or is Stamford Bridge calling? Maresca's already had talks with the Frenchman, laying out his vision for Chelsea's future. That personal touch could be the game changer. Now let's talk stats. Last season, Maignan played 37 matches for Milan, conceding just 1.12 goals per 90 minutes. His save percentage? A solid 70.6%. Compare that to Robert Sanchez, who conceded 1.06 goals per game and had a 76.4% save rate. The numbers are close, but anyone who's watched Maignan knows he's a cut above. Former Chelsea defender Fikayo Tomori called him a game changer for Milan's backline. Imagine what he could do for Levi Colwill and company. Sky Sports' Kaveh Solekol says Chelsea have a very good chance of landing Maignan, especially with only a $5 million gap in valuation. Chelsea's $25 million offer versus Milan's $30 million asking price. Good relations between the clubs could seal this one fast. Next, Hugo Ekitike, the 22-year-old Frankfurt striker, is a name to get excited about. Pace, power, clinical finishing. He's the kind of forward who can stretch defenses and compete with Nicholas Jackson and new signing Liam Delap. Frankfurt are playing hardball, slapping an $80 million price tag on their star. But Ekitike's versatility, able to play across the front line, makes him a perfect fit for Maresca's fluid attack. Sources say he's buzzing to join the Premier League. The question is, can Chelsea justify that massive fee? Was Delap already in the door for $30 million as Maresca's building a fearsome forward line? Could Ekitike be the missing piece? Then there's Jamie Gittens, the 20-year-old Dortmund winger who's drawing comparisons to Bukayo Saka. This kid is electric, direct, creative, a nightmare for defenders. Chelsea have already reached a broad agreement with Dortmund with a $55 million offer on the table. Gittens, a former Manchester City youth product, is keen to return to England. Fun fact, he played alongside Liam Delap in City's U18s, once tearing Liverpool apart in a 5-2 thrashing. That chemistry could light up Stamford Bridge. Fabrizio Romano reports negotiations are progressing well, and Gittens could make his Chelsea debut at the Club World Cup. With Jadon Sancho heading back to Manchester United after his loan spell, Gittens is the man to fill that void. Remember Sancho's stunning goal in the Conference League final. Gittens could bring that same flair. Week in, week out. Speaking of Sancho, let's address that subplot. The winger confirmed he's returning to Old Trafford, despite Chelsea having the option to sign him permanently. Why? Sources say he wouldn't agree to Chelsea's wage structure. Reece James and Cole Palmer sent heartfelt messages on Instagram. thanking him for his contributions. But with Gittens in the pipeline and Estevao Willian arriving post-Club World Cup, Chelsea's wings are looking stacked. Is this a blessing in disguise for the Blues? Now let's shift to defense. Chelsea aren't stopping at these three signings. Maresca wants a new centre-back to pair with Levi Colwill. Ideally, someone left-footed and comfortable in his possession-based system. Enter Ajax's Jorrel Hato, a 19-year-old versatile defender who can also play left-back. Valued at $42 million, Hato's a top target, with Chelsea set to open talks soon. Arsenal, Liverpool, and Newcastle are circling, but the Blues are in pole position. Hato's youth fits Chelsea's transfer policy, but some fans might wonder, shouldn't we be chasing experience to anchor the backline? This brings us to a potential exit that's raising eyebrows. Trevoh Chalobah, the academy graduate who shone for Chelsea in the second half of last season, could be on his way out. After a loan spell at Crystal Palace and a recall in January, the 25-year-old became a mainstay in Maresca's defense. His performances even earned him a first England call-up. But journalist Simon Phillips reports Chelsea will let Chalobah go once a new centre-back, like Hato, arrives. Bournemouth are showing keen interest, especially after their success with Kepa Arrizabalaga's loan last season. Could Chalobah thrive on the South Coast? And is letting him go a risk with the Club World Cup on the horizon? Let's pause for a second. What do you think about Chalobah's potential exit, Blues? Is it the right move to cash in, or should Chelsea keep their homegrown star? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're loving this deep dive into Chelsea's transfer plans, a quick like would mean the world. Now let's zoom out. Why is Chelsea moving so fast? The Club World Cup starting June 14th is the catalyst. Maresca sees it as a chance to put Chelsea on the global map. Last season, he guided the Blues to a strong Premier League campaign and Champions League qualification. Now he's building a squad to dominate. But there's another angle here. With up to 7 or 8 first-team players potentially leaving, including Noni Madueke, Chelsea need to balance the books. Selling Chalobah and passing on Sancho could fund these blockbuster deals. Smart business or a risky gamble? One name that's popped up as an alternative is Brentford's Brian Mbeumo. Former Chelsea star Frank Leboeuf urged the Blues to hijack Manchester United's move for the 25-year-old, who scored 20 Premier League goals last season. Leboeuf told ESPN, "I would have loved to see him at Chelsea. He would have been very good for the club." But with Mbeumo set on Old Trafford and a $50 million price tag, Chelsea seemed focused on Gittens instead. Did they miss a trick here, or is Gittens the better long-term bet? Another twist. Manchester City just swooped in to sign AC Milan's Tijani Reinders, a midfielder Chelsea had eyes on. The $46.3 million deal, potentially rising to $59 million, is a blow to the Blues' midfield plans. With City also chasing Wolves' Rayan Art-Nouri and Lions' Rayan Cherki, the transfer market is heating up. Can Chelsea stay ahead of the pack? Let's talk about the bigger picture. Maresca's vision is clear, a dynamic possession-based side that can compete on all fronts. Maignan brings authority and goal. Ekitike and Gittens add firepower up top. Hato could solidify the defense. But the Club World Cup isn't just about trophies, it's about prestige. Chelsea want to walk into that tournament with a squad that screams ambition. 5 new signings, including Delap and potentially Hato, could be in place by June 14th. That's a bold move. As we wrap up, let's address the Chelsea quiz question. Who was the most expensive signing in 2024? The answer isn't in today's article, but based on recent reports, it's likely to be Liam Delap at $30 million. Stay tuned for more quizzes and updates. There's so much to unpack here, Blues. Chelsea are making waves, but will these deals come together in time? Subscribe to Chelsea News TV for the latest on these transfers and all things Chelsea. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. What part of this story do you want us to dive into next? Maignan's talks, Gittens' potential, or Chalobah's future? Let us know in the comments. For now, Chelsea's transfer window is on fire, and the Club World Cup could be where this new look squad shines. Until next time, keep the faith and stay blue.